Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on a new episode of Mob Psycho 102, which is on episode 5, or you can call it season 2 of Mob Psycho 100. This episode looks really simple, although I believe it was pretty nice the way how it went, and if anything else, let's just get this started. If the recap becomes a little bit short, don't be too surprised. Nothing much I can really explain, but we'll see. So if anything else, let's go. We have to it that Mob is in another type of world, which I kind of figured it might be what it is. And apparently this is where Mob is getting bullied a lot and gets punched around and being used as stepping stones. And apparently Mogami himself, he on the other hand has been explaining to Mob that he himself was the same as Mob, using his powers for other people, helping them out, giving them advice, exercise spirits, but eventually his mother came down to an mysterious illness that he could not find out, so he decided to take on some underground work which caused a lot of pain and misery. But eventually he could not save his mother. And because of that, he ends up having an evil spirit of his mother consume him and says it's all your fault, etc. And this is where Mogami ends up becoming somewhat of a villain or anti-villain or anti-hero. Now, what I mean by that is he says to Mob that he's been killing people who has been bringing misfortune on others, and eventually tells Mob that you should do the same. I mean, those who takes advantage of you and cause you pain, you gotta fight back. And eventually we have to that Mob was almost there to actually fall for Mogami's illusionary tricks whatsoever. But thanks to Ekubo or Dimple-kun and some other guy helping Dimple-kun enter Asagiri's or whatever that purple haired girl's name is, enter her mind or body, we see to it that Dimple-kun does tell Mob, you gotta wake the hell up, man. Don't lose to these illusions, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, do you want your beloved Tsubomi-chan to hate you? You got me, you got your boss, you got these other friends with you. It's not a cruel world out there. And therefore, it's all thanks to Dimple-kun's motivation and helping Mob get out of that negative illusions whatsoever is what allowed Mob to able to fight back and says, you know what, I'm going to tell you right now, the people I had with me, they were able to allow me to change, but Mogami, on the other hand, is not convinced and tries to fight Mob head on. But eventually we see to it that Mob's stress level whatsoever reaches 100%, but this time it's a different kind of Mob. Instead of being negative, it's actually positive, and it's the 100% courage kind of thing. This is where Dimple-kun narrates, or someone else narrates, about Mob's hidden potential or latent power. Eventually, it's like two coins on the same side whatsoever, positive, negative, and this is actually Mob's positive emotions able to come back and fight back. And eventually, because of that, we see to it that Mob was able to fight back and telling Dimple-kun to get out of there. And of course, thanks to another blast of his powers after taking on some evil spirits, he was able to exercise the spirit and get out of there. As for Mogami, he is captured by this strange guy, which I don't know what his name is, in a bottle, and he tells Mob that he will be watching afar and see what you're capable of, etc. Eventually, the purple-haired girl managed to get back to normal, while Mob himself is able to get back, which is pretty cool. And we see to it, of course, eventually that the purple-haired girl is back to normal, ask her father about what Mob is, and everything else, along with this cult whatsoever, looking for their beloved leader, etc. Really annoying. But we see to it that Reagan himself is given an opportunity to accept a lot of money, but we see to it that he decides not to do it because a lot of people got hurt and he doesn't want to take the easy way out. And therefore he tells Mob you should come by and work with me, etc, etc, etc. Eventually we see to it that everything seems to be okay, but preview the next episode, don't know what's about to happen, but it looks like to me it might be more troublesome than it has to be. But not too troublesome than what happened in this episode and last week's episode, but maybe just simple common ones. Aside from that, episode was pretty cool. I mean, Mob himself was able to change a bit because of the people he had around in his real life compared to the Mogami's illusion almost breaking Mob, telling him to use his powers on people who will hurt you and then whoever causes pain and misery to other people. But because of Mob's encouragement, thanks to Dimple-kun's help, etc., thanks to another guy helping Dimple-kun enter where Mob is at, Mob was able to fight back and has 100% positive courage emotions to fight back. But yeah. So yeah, like I said, simple episode. Just like Mob almost got like consumed by the negative illusionary world from Mogami, and almost fell for Mogami's trap whatsoever. But thanks to Dimple-kun and some other guy helping Dimple-kun enter where Mob is at, Mob was able to fight back and get back on action. That's about it. And we get to see with the 100% courage emotions, and everything looks like it went back to normal for the time being. So until then, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!